The Missouri Department of Wildlife has designated 9 streams as blue ribbon trout areas. These streams contain naturally reproducing or wild trout, which gives these streams their designation as blue ribbon streams. MDC, along with Trout Unlimited, have created the Blue Ribbon Trout Slam, which acknowledges anglers who have caught trout out of each one of these streams. I started this pursuit 2 years ago and have made several trips up to Missouri and slowly completed 8 out of the 9 streams. During this pursuit, there was one stream in particular that made me really question my ability to complete this slam. I had fished this little creek before, and after leaving this creek the last time, I wasn't really sure if I was going to be able or willing to revisit this creek again. After not seeing a fish on my previous visit to this creek, I was really questioning if there were even any wild trout left in this creek. But according to the biologist, there still was a wild fish population in this creek, and I knew that I needed to give it one more shot. So I decided that I would make one final trip and devote the entire trip to fishing this stream. I had made up my mind that if I was not able to catch a fish on this trip, then I would accept the fact that my goal of completing the slam would more than likely not be met. With that in mind, I decided to give it my best shot and wanted to leave knowing that I tried the best I could. So I called up my brother and asked if he wanted to take a little road trip up to Missouri with me. He said I'm in. So we left out early Wednesday morning from Oklahoma and pulled up to the stream Wednesday afternoon. Another challenge with this creek is that there was not a lot of public access. I had gone through onX Maps with a fine-tooth comb and basically found 3 public access spots and decided to explore and fish every inch of these spots. Due to the rainy weather and convenience, we decided to try spot number 1. After searching and fishing every inch of the public access on spot number 1, this time seemed to be no different than my previous experience on this creek. I continually wondered, are there even any trout in the stream? But just had to remind myself that there are fish here. I just gotta find one. Alright, we made it back to the truck. 0 fish. Got out for, we was out for maybe an hour and a half. Explored this section, but we're gonna give it a shot in the morning. As the rain subsided and the sun poked out over the evening horizon, I still had hope that tomorrow could be different. Thursday morning, we woke up to a beautiful crisp morning as autumn had arrived in the beautiful Ozark Mountains. We decided that we would try spot number 2. I approached the creek the same as the day before. I covered and hunted every inch of the public access. I found one hole in particular and thought if I can't catch a fish out of this hole, then there are no fish to be caught in this creek. It was an amazing little gem. This deep, gin-clear hole with an etched-out cave in the backdrop just seemed like there had to be a fish in this amazing little spot. So I fished that hole for hours and threw everything I had at it. But after hours with no signs of trout, my confidence in catching a trout on this creek was at an all-time low. We just fished a hole that, super deep, just rock wall, good current, drop off. You would think there would be a fish in there, and there maybe is, but we didn't see one, catch one, didn't see, it is just...
It's barren.
Yeah, it's barren. But we're gonna keep at it. And just takes one. Just one. And I mean, this is a beautiful, beautiful place. I mean, exploring just makes it, it'll make it that much better when we do catch one. But I mean, it's absolutely beautiful out here. We're trying to be as stealthy as we can. I don't know, we're gonna go on down the river and keep at it and see what we can do. So me and my brother walked back to the truck, grabbed some lunch, and decided to try spot number 3. I had not been to this spot, and at this point my hopes weren't very high, but this was pretty much my last-ditch effort. As me and my brother walked up to the creek, I thought my eyes were playing tricks on me. We came down to this third spot here, and pretty good sign. We actually saw a fish right down in front of me right here. So that's a good sign. I know there's at least one. I think the only way we're gonna get across though is right over there. We waited and watched this fish for a while. I tied on a crackleback and creeped into position. As soon as the time was right, I presented the crackleback gently right above him and watched him come up and smash it. I couldn't believe it. It finally happened, right? But my excitement turned to utter discontent when he jumped out of the water and my fly popped out of his mouth. I doubt it, dude. I had my one shot and I missed it, I thought. That was a perfect cast. But after licking my wounds for a few minutes, I decided to walk upstream and come back to the fish later. I tied a nymph on and worked my way up the creek. I slowly explored and fished every possible hole up to the end of the public access. I turned around and we decided to make our way back downstream to the other end of the public access, where I had hooked the fish earlier. On our way back downstream, I snuck up to a little hole that I'd fished earlier on our walk upstream, and it just seemed fishy. But honestly, I was just going through the motions until I could arrive at the fish that shook me off earlier. But for whatever reason, I decided to make a couple more casts into this fishy-looking hole. Within a blink of an eye, my indicator went under. I lifted my rod, and this small little trout flew out of the water and onto the bank.
Is it a trout? Oh, yeah!
I quickly glanced and realized that it was a wild rainbow trout. I couldn't believe it. I've never been so excited to catch such a tiny little fish. Let me get him in the water real quick.
He made it happen, folks. He made it happen.
I finally did it. Wow. Wow. Worked hard for this one. I've never been so happy to catch such a small fish. Never give up. Never give up. 9 streams. Completed the slam. Two years. Been working on the slam. I had completed the slam. As me and my brother basked in the excitement, I was overwhelmed with gratitude. I was grateful that my brother was here with me. I was grateful that these wild fish exist here in these beautiful Ozark mountains. I was grateful I was able to experience it all on this spectacular autumn day. I was grateful that it happened on this creek and that it was hard. And in that, it made me that much more grateful.